All right, hey everybody, happy Monday evening. Welcome to the latest AFR Monday Night Double Play Live. For those of you who haven't joined us before, have a live show here, lasts about a half an hour, discuss what's going on, the AFR gaming table, any current topics, and then as always, if you have any questions, you can put them right in the chat window and I'll get to them during the show. So for the gaming portion of the Monday Night Double Play here, I've started my most recent project and I'm playing through the 2016 season of my Boston Minutemen using the second season set, the Football America set. It's a fictional set. I got into that last year, had a really fun time with it. Actually, my very first live show was playing the championship game of that season. Had a lot of fun with that, so I'm doing it again. And so the Boston Minutemen open their season against the preseason favorites to win it all this year, Orlando, and unfortunately it did not go well for my beloved Minutemen. They had a rough time on the road. They fell behind 17-0 early. They were able to come back and tie the score in the third though, but it was really all Orlando. So I just finished doing the stat sheet. We can switch to that. So you can see here all the stats for my team. So Tulmaselli is our quarterback, and he was a really good quarterback for us last year. He got hurt towards the end of the season. Actually got hurt in the championship game, but he actually had a pretty good day behind center, and he's going to probably need it because the running attack for Boston this year is lacking, I guess is the best way you could say it. Had a really hard time getting any ground game generated, and it was really turnovers that were the story of the game, which is the story of the game a lot in football. So as you can see, we lost the turnover battle 6-2 to Orlando. And the final was 36-17 was our final from Orlando. So that's what's going on here. Our next game coming up is against Golden Bay, which is the defending champions, at least in my football universe. And they had a rough time in their opening game. They lost to the newly transplanted St. Louis team. So both teams will be looking to get the first win of the season. So really exciting time. I love starting new projects. I'm sure that probably a lot of you guys have a lot of projects that you've started. But of course, for myself, the only thing better starting a project is when you hit the finish line and are able to look back on it. So I'm going to be sharing my 2016 Boston Minutemen season with everybody here on the channel. And hopefully next week I'll be able to discuss a win that I had. So if anybody's got any projects going on right now, you can share it in the chat. Always like to hear what's going on in the gamers sports worlds, or what's going on in your tabletop. Otherwise, we'll go to the topic for the question of the week this week, and that is, what is your favorite stats ratings in a sports board game? And I don't necessarily mean what's your favorite rated player. I mean, what game engine ratings are your favorite? What just works for you? What is very intuitive, or what was something that was sort of groundbreaking that got you into enjoying a game? So for myself, I enjoy a lot of what's in the Play.com catalog. I really love their History Maker baseball game with having qualities for players instead of stats. But I have to say that it's their second season game just works so well with having players only having 2 ratings for the most part. Their pass effectiveness and their running effectiveness or rushing game effectiveness, and they either are a 0, 1, or a 2. So it looks like a very simple system out front, but as you get into the game and deep into the game engine, you realize how well it really works, how well it's able to recreate the many different players in the game. And then, of course, there's a couple of variables to those statistics. All of the talent positions, the high talent positions, the running backs, the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, or sorry, not the wide receivers, but they have a couple of different ratings on them for how effective they are. But for the most part, it's just those 0, 1s, and 2s for passing and running. And it allows you to get into the game really quickly and play the games out. But as I said, it just has a lot of depth underneath them. So I really enjoy that. Love to hear what stat ratings you guys enjoy looking at. So we had our first comment here from John McGinnis, and he's playing out Game 5 of the 75 World Series. Red Sox up 3-1. All right, we'd love to hear that. John, let us know what game system are you using to play out the 75 World Series. Always a fun series to play out. A lot of Hall of Fame players in there, a lot of great names. So definitely a fun time. Really two evenly matched teams, and I've always had a good time playing out the 75 series. And if you guys have any other projects going on, let me know over in the comments. We can talk about some other ratings too. Let's see. Another comment from Ken Castro. He's playing the 2014-15 German, I'm going to mess this name up, Bundesliga tournament. And then he's doing a all-time great teams double elimination tournament with Hockey Blast. Very cool. And a payoff pitch 2015 Pirates replay. Oh, boy. All right, so Ken's got a lot going on his table. Ken, thanks for sharing. And let's see. Bob Hansen, Milwaukee's own Bob Hansen. He's chiming in with a favorite rating. Oh, yes, the stars and the scissors for Hockey Blast. Yes, very interesting way that they were used. So for anybody that hasn't played Hockey Blast from Play.com, players have a shot and assist rating, and the better players have stars on them, and the more stars they have, the more they add to a shot on goal, either doing the shot themselves or assisting. And then players that aren't as adept or skilled have less stars, but then some players actually have a scissor instead of a star, and that means that if they're involved in a play with a shot on net, that they are going to have the total shot rating. So if somebody's taking a shot on goal, they have 3 stars, but they were assisted by a player with scissors, that's going to cut it in half all the way down to a 1-star rating. So it's definitely it's a neat way for to get players that are on the ice for something other than their shooting ability. Somebody in there for their defense, or maybe they're a goon, so they would have a couple of scissors on their shot rating. Thanks, Bob. That was definitely a really interesting rating in a game system. And for his projects, he got second season in the mail this past week. And you're just figuring out. Okay. Second season was the first Play.com game that I got into. Originally, I picked up the Replay Games version when they were producing it, and then when it went back to Play.com, I followed them along. And that's the first game system that I actually ever played out a full season of a game. So I really love that. Bob, definitely drop me a line. I'd be happy to maybe set up a game online with you to play out, because that's such a fun game, really easy to play. Definitely one of my favorites that I look forward to every year, to getting the new season sets and now the new fictional sets. So, and actually, speaking of playing games online, for you guys, if you tune in next week, that's when I'm going to have my special episode where I'll be giving away that copy of second season from Replay Games. Actually, I got it right here. So I'll be giving away this box, and I'll be playing a game live against Keith Avalone, the creator of second season. So that should be a fun event. We're going to be playing with two teams from the 2015 set. I will be controlling the College All-Stars, and Keith will be controlling the Super Bowl champion Denver team. And I'm going to be using a different website to do the live showing in to get both of us up on the video. So fingers crossed, it should go fairly smooth, but will definitely be a fun time, and you'll have to be watching the show live to win this game. So hoping for a good turnout. You guys can help spread the word. That'll be great. It's going to start next Monday at 8:30 normal time. And then sometime during the game, I'll be giving away this copy of second season. So looking forward to that. I'm curious if anybody has ever played a sports game online against somebody else and what they use to play that with. As a couple of weeks ago, I was able to play a game against a friend of the show, and we used a website called appears.in, and it's a free website to use, and it's basically like Google Hangouts. It's absolutely free to use, very easy to set up. You just go to the website and it asks if it can access your webcam, and you are up and running. So that's what I'll be using to play that game against Keith next week. I tried it out today with him. It seemed like everything went well. We're going to be doing a practice game later this week, and hopefully everything will work out. So all right, Dave from Baseball Demos is in the chat room. He just got game 30 of his Braves season in the books. All right, very cool. If you haven't been following along, Dave runs the Baseball Demos YouTube channel, and he is playing out the full 1987 season of the Atlanta Braves using History Maker Baseball. So he's up to game 30 of that season. That's a really interesting project to run. He started doing it to kick in the tires on History Maker Baseball and see how it holds up over the course of a season. And you can check out his channel. Just look for Baseball Demos channel. And he posts replays of those or videos of those games up there. Been very fun to watch. Let's see, any other comments that I missed out on here? All right, and if anybody just joining, a couple of questions we got on the table is, what is your favorite rating system from a sports board game, and any current projects you have going on your tabletop right now. I'm just going to take a quick water break. All right, there we go. Oh, let's see here. Here we go. Mike Cravens is in the chat room. Let's see. He's got a question. Playing solo, how long does a second season game take you to play? So I can usually get a second season game in, I want to say a little over an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. What's been happening lately is when I play a game is I'm not able to sit down and play the whole game at once. So I haven't really been keeping track of the time. But yeah, with the new solo play system that's out for the game, where you can just roll the dice and have the AI decide for both the offense and the defense, that has helped speed things up quite a bit. And then I actually use the boards that Al Wilson created. He runs the Hands-On Games YouTube channel, and he created some boards. Let's see if I got one right here. So it uses a grid for the field instead of just having a static board going across where you move chips. So I just use pawns, keep track of where the ball is, where the first down marker is, and that has definitely helped my game play out as well. And I can post a link to Al's boards there, because I really feel like those add a lot to the game. Let's see. Mark Russell's in the chat room. Just finished game 30 as well. He's using replay the Mariners 1984 season. All right. Love 1980s baseball. That's always fun to catch on TV it seems like everybody looks the same in those 1980s seasons. Everybody looks like they're 6'5" and only weigh 180 pounds. It's sort of interesting to see the way those look. Plus, I love some of the 80s baseball uniforms that were there at the time. I don't know, just maybe it's because I was a kid, so it brings back a lot of good memories. Mark, let us know, what game system are you using to do your Mariners replay? Let's see, did I miss any other comments? Let's see. Oh, and Dave, let us know, what are you using to keep track of your stats for your Braves season? Are you just doing an Excel spreadsheet, or do you have some other program that you're using? I forget if you said you were using Ballstat maybe for that, because that's one of the things that I've been leery of, starting a full 162 game season in baseball, is just the the amount of stats that you need to keep track of. Let's see. All right. Oh, and Bob Hansen just... Oh, yes. The link for Bob Wilson's boards are actually on the play.com site. If you go to the freebies link, I forgot about that. I think... Oh, wait. Or are they? Actually, I thought that he did put them on there. Maybe he didn't. Let's see. All right. I'm going to do a little computer foo while I'm going live here. That's one of the nice things about live shows. You just hop in and do things like this. Let's see. Yeah, I thought that he... No, I guess he did. I thought... Or maybe they're on... Let's see... No, I guess they're not. Oh, I'll have to maybe drop Keith a line. No, you're right, Bob. They're not on there. I thought that they were. I thought he added them his last update on the site. But yeah, I'll post a link to this video below to Al's page. The video that he showcased those boards on, and then in that video there's a link to it. He uses a Google Documents page to keep track of all the different boards that he's made up. Oh, all right, let's see. Mark Russell. Oh, we said he's using Replay Baseball to do his 1984 Mariners replay. How are you doing in that, Mark? How the 84 Mariners playing out? Let's see. Mike Craven said he always liked the pitcher ratings for APA. Yeah, so they just have A, B, or C grades on them. That's definitely one of the reasons why APA is so quick to play. It's very easy to reference what letter grade the pitcher has. It definitely adds, I guess, some of the appeal of that game, and why it's lasted for so long, is people being able to quickly pick that up and go right to the chart on there. Let's see, did I miss another comment? No. All right. So let's see, I guess we got a few more minutes here. We can probably toss out another question. So the couple of questions we got on the table right now, if anybody just joining us, is what are your favorite ratings in a sports game? And then any projects you got going on in your table right now. All right. Mark Russell just chimed in. He said that the Mariners, he's got them 20-10 right now. That's awesome. The 84 Mariners team. For some reason, that's not jumping out in my... Who's the star of the 1984 Mariners? Because that's pre-Griffey, pre-Randy Johnson, pre-A-Rod. Gosh, I can't even think of who would have been on the 84 team, but that's also one of the great things about playing historical seasons, is, remembering some long lost players who maybe at the time were big, big names, but as time has gone on, they've been sort of forgotten. Um, let's see. Dave from Baseball Demo said that to keep track of his stats for his 87 season, he has it on the PC for Stratomatic, and then he just uses the direct entry screen. Oh, okay, that works. Yes, I've heard of people using the Replay Games, the PC version of their baseball game, for the same reason. You can just directly input results to use, and then have the computer play out the other games to do the sort of the heavy lifting, if you will, for the stats. Oh, all right. So how about a name from the past? Alvin Davis from the '84 Mariners team. Ken Phelps. Oh, Mark Langston. That's right. I forgot that he was on the Mariners. Oh. All right. And let's see. And you're heading into New York and Detroit for a road trip. Oh, 84 Yankees. I guess they were okay then. But yeah, the 84 Detroit team, that'll be definitely a tough swing. The Sparky Anderson Detroit team. I've done a fictional season play. I did a 42 game season with a fictional set, and I played out all the games for 12 teams, and I used the iScore app. On my iPad, I would just have that set up beside my gaming board, and I actually use that to as my score sheet. So I'd have all the teams in there, and then just change the lineups and input it like that. So that had all the stats, and then I could export them out to an Excel sheet to compare them later. I found that actually worked pretty well. It was a lot of upfront work and getting all the players entered into there, and then unfortunately there's no way that you can compare the different teams. You can't pull up all the team stats in one place, so that's why you have to export it out in Excel, and then you can manipulate the data however you'd like. But that was a lot of fun. And then I was using History Maker Baseball, so I actually had to have a separate little index card for each of the teams to keep track of the various injuries or any till further notice qualities that they had going on at the time. But it worked out pretty well. It was definitely a project that took a long time. It was over a year that I was playing that. But a lot of fun. And at some point I will definitely sit down and do another season replay or a season playthrough with that game. But one of the reasons I like doing football games is they're pretty easy to get through. 14 game season I use for my fictional sets, or 16 game season if you're doing a pro season replay. And it's actually probably one of the few professional sports that you could actually play out every single game for every single team and not have it be a full-time job for a couple of months. So I guess that and stock car racing, probably the only two professional sports that lend themselves to easy season replays. Oh, all right. So we got a few minutes left of the live show. Anybody just joining in late, we're discussing your favorite rating systems and board games, and then anything that you have going on your tabletop, any season projects you have going on. And then I guess we can even start to talk about what we're looking forward to here in the next few months in sports board games. I know that I'm definitely looking forward to History Maker Golf, as are a lot of people, and then of course all the various season sets that will be coming out. The in-season set for History Maker Baseball, that's always a lot of fun. Look forward to that. I mark that on my calendar when it's going to be coming out. I have an inside scoop that it's going to be coming out around August 27th, or possibly maybe a little bit sooner, but that's unofficial. I can't confirm or deny that date. Let's see. Oh, and and somebody just said that they have 100% proof that God exists. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Anyways, my first spam comment in a live show. I guess it was bound to happen at some point, but all right, guys. Maybe on that note, we'll wrap up things. If you have any other last minute questions, you can hit me in the chat there. Otherwise, I'll let you know tomorrow is the news, of course. We'll be covering everything that's going on in the sports board game world in the past week, new releases, and any updates for the channel. If you haven't had a chance, I had my latest review out last week for Soccer City, so please check that out. And the next review that I'm working on is for Stratomatic Baseball. Don't have a date yet for that to be out, but I'm hoping to have it out before the end of the summer, maybe sometime around Labor Day weekend. So, all right, guys. Well, I think that's going to be all for now. Thanks again for stopping by, everybody. I love these live shows. They're really great. I love interacting with fans of the show. And this is a really great format. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave them on the comments for the video after they go up. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow night for the news. So, all right, guys. Until next time, my name's Steve. Get out there, have fun, play games, and I'll see you after further review.